Hey everybody, the unconscious not here. I recovered completely from ankylosing spondylitis. I've been symptom-free for years now. And when I started the Mindbody approach and this holistic approach, I never dreamed of these results. And I'm here to tell you, spread the news because it's important. I needed to hear people like these myself when I was beginning my recovery, because when you start and you're in these groups and in these forum groups, they will tell you you can't heal. It's not possible. You know, you're there. You have this for life. Get used to it. Start making accommodations. And when you start making accommodations for your illness, it becomes a part of your personality. It becomes a part of your ego. Example, I would ask, before I recovered, I asked the ankylosing spondylitis Reddit group if they knew about any Mindbody, Dr. Sarno, Peter Winslow, people like that. And they said, get out of here. Joe Dispenza, all these people, get out of here. This is nonsense. Anybody that says they recovered, one, either didn't really have it, they just had something similar briefly and it went away on its own, and it's just no cause. They're not related. They're just separate incidents, and just happens to be a coincidence that they use these techniques, or they're trying to make money from you. So if somebody says that they recovered or they healed, they're trying to make money from you. Okay, the people trying to make money from you. I'm trying to make money from you. Yeah, not your doctor, not your rheumatologist that you see 3 times a month that charges $2,000 a visit. Not the scans that cost thousands and thousands on your insurance. Not the Humira shot that cost $10,000 every shot. I know there's a biologic that's like $25,000 a shot. Get that 12 times a year. There you go. That's a nice car for somebody. That's a nice car for one of these doctors. I'm just saying, you're buying these foam pills, you're buying all this special, you're changing your whole life, you're spending all your time, but I'm trying to make money. You know, anybody that wants can email me anytime, and I'll send you every single resource I use to recover. Free. I'm not charging anything. You can watch this video for free. Every single resource, every single podcast, every single book. I think I have a list of like 30 or 40 books I used. The list is actually longer now because I keep updating myself. Send you any book, any resource, podcast, etc. I'll send you it free. I'm not trying. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject again. Let's get back to the subject. I recovered from ankylosing spondylitis. In my journey at the beginning, it was very important for me to hear stories that people recovered. I'm telling you, I did. I'm proof. I did it. You can say, well, maybe you really didn't have it. Well, I have a rheumatologist and I had it for years. So you're just telling me I had it for years and years and years and years. And then all of a sudden, when I start doing the Mindbody stuff, takes about a year of hard work of changing my thought process, see how much energy I have? All that energy was just focused on myself, focused on my joints. Imagine putting that much pressure on your joint. I can't even imagine. Just, what's going on with my joints? What's going on here? What's going on there? Oh, I got to control this. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it hurts a little. And just studying. I would sit there and meditate about how my bones felt so I could better describe it to my doctors, because I thought that was very important. That was my number one priority. It was my priority because it took up so much of my time, and I really didn't have to spend my time on anything else. And I wasn't expected to be successful. I wasn't expected to have any money or big. Oh, he used to be great at baseball. Well, of course he can't play baseball. He has this ailment. It's like your body is really good at making excuses for why you didn't achieve. Your body will create ankylosing spondylitis so you don't have to physically, consciously realize that you failed. You didn't become what you wanted to. What is harsher? You failed, you didn't become what you wanted to be, or saying, I just got this autoimmune. I got this autoimmune thing. It really messes with my SI joint. Oh, it really messes. Oh. And then you say, you don't know how bad these flares are. I can't think. I know. There is nothing wrong with taking biologics. There's nothing wrong with taking NSAIDs. There's nothing wrong with doing whatever you need, special diets, special this, that. There's nothing wrong. But those are not the end. Those are stepping stones to get your mind in the right place. If you're using strong anti-inflammatories. Use those, and that is like buying you time. It's saying, here's a window where you can work on yourself, and it's a lot easier to work on yourself when you're in the right mind space. And it's a lot easier to forget to work on yourself when you're in the right mind space, because you just go back to your old habits. Oh, I feel better now. I'm on this medication. Well, of course you're not going to work on yourself. You're going to have the same negative thoughts going through your head. Same person you've always been. You never changed anything. Guess what? Those biologics, they stop working after a few years. I wonder why. It's because your body's trying to tell you something. Your body's trying to tell you something. Trying to wake you up. And they find a way. You're going to have some other symptoms. And they pop up. They got to keep switching it up. Your immune system's very clever. It's trying to tell you something is wrong. It's attacking. Of course, it's attacking yourself. Of course, your immune system's attacking itself. You told your immune system over and over that you don't like yourself, that you're not happy, and you're a failure. Oh, therefore, you're going to get attacked. You're going to attack yourself. Honestly, after I went through this process, my allergies, I used to have chronic allergies. They're basically gone. They're basically gone, and they get better every year, and I almost forgot about them. That's an added bonus. The recovery is possible. First step is letting go. Second step, the first thing you got to do is let go of all the time frames. This could take 10 years. This could take 1 year. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You have to be happy with the fact that you couldn't heal. If I never could heal, you have to be okay with that fact. And then you got to start learning. Read Dr. Sarno. You have to read David Hawkins. You have to read Biology of Belief. You have to read psychology books. You have to read. There's a book called Dare that helps anxiety. There's so much you have to. Then you just get to work, and then you change your mindset. Actually, no. Let's take that. I take that all back. You don't have to read anything. You just have to change the way you think. You truly have to just feel good about yourself and respect yourself. And let go. Really examine. Tell yourself at night before you go to bed, say, I want my unconscious to become conscious. And during your dreams and during your sleep, stuff that was below will slowly come up. And after a few weeks, you telling yourself that, you might be walking around somewhere and bam, something will hit you from your childhood. Something that really was impressionable on you. It'll hit you. And you don't push those thoughts away. This is where the letting go comes. You do not push the thoughts away. You do not dismiss them. You truly feel them and let them go. And you accept them. You do not fight them. And you ask for more because you want to dig up all that stuff. And it's usually some of these trauma things that trigger ankylosing spondylitis are something happened when you were coming of age, 15, 16, 17, something happened. A lot of times, abuse. I have an old book by Carl Menninger called The Human Mind, a very rare book. It talks about, he's a psychiatrist from the 50s, and it's just about all these different cases of people with chronic pain from the 50s, 40s, and 30s. People with chronic pain coming into him, and then he just goes through their life, psychoanalyzes them, and finds some trigger point. Either they were abused by parents, abused by someone, feelings of inadequacy, and then they just talk every week for an hour in a psychologist and psychiatrist session, and then they all reported no pain. After a while, chronic pain up until about 1960s, when the behavioral psychologists started coming around and changing the whole game, cognitive behavioral therapy and all this stuff, which is more modern. All that stuff started changing the game, and all this psychoanalytic stuff kind of went to the wayside. In his book, Carl Menninger actually says he believes that chronic conditions will be cured in the future relatively soon at the pace they are going and at the progress they're making. We're just going to need a lot of psychiatrists. And guess what? Medicine went the exact opposite way. We didn't get more personal. We went less personal. Do you think everybody could afford a psychiatrist for 1 hour a day, sometimes 2-3 times a week? I mean, there's not enough to go around. There's like one psychiatrist per, I don't know how many people, probably, I'm going to throw it out there, maybe 20,000 people. That's not a lot. Maybe less. It's not, and you go there, and it's not like the old school where they psychoanalyze you. You go to a psychiatrist now. I went to one, and it's just like, oh, how soon can we get you on Zoloft? How soon can we get you on some benzos? We feel so sorry for you. I remember I went to the psychiatrist. She goes, I feel so bad for you. I just read your caseload. This is when I had ankylosing spondylitis and anxiety and panic attacks. I feel so bad for you. We need to get you on Zoloft right now and some benzos, and they're just going to even you out. And you could even take a Lamictal or something that shuts off your part of your brain. Well, I forget what part. It's a antipsychotic medicine. Anyway, you just need to quiet down your brain. Yeah, that's not medicine. Thou shalt do no harm. Yeah, whatever the Hippocratic oath. That is not. Anyway, I'm digressing again. Anyway, they did it in the past. It's like it's been forgotten. And once you see how many people have healed from so much shit that is just like what you have, just like what I had, you can do it. It's nothing. You found this stupid video, so let's get going. Send me an email if you have any questions. Let's get to it.